So yeah, as I've said in the caption, I'm just going to be spending this session grinding because I haven't done so in the previous week, and I really need to grind before moving forward in this game. So we're gonna ask this fox to heal us. If you don't remember what happened last time, we were able to defeat the Concharian King for the first time ever because we've been trying to do that for like months now, and it's the first time we've been able to beat it. So now we're going to grind in the bathhouse. We're going to try to gain some XP and some yen because it's going to be really tougher from here on out, and I think it will be a better experience for everyone if I do this grinding first before we continue on with the story. Oh no, wait. I get what's happening now. Oh dear, it crashed. Apologies about that. There's something that I forgot to do hardware wise before starting the stream, which is turning on my fans. So now that my fans are on, that shouldn't happen again. We live in a very hot country, so overheating is really a big problem. And I haven't gotten around to cleaning my computer for a long time, so I understand why sometimes it would do that. Although I haven't been really that busy, it's just that, how do I explain this? The things that I had to do weren't really mentally taxing for the past week, but they took a lot of my time. They're kind of brain dead work, if I could say it that way. So it wasn't hard to do, but it took a lot of my time doing my work this past week. So I haven't had the time to grind the game like I promised last time. So we're going to spend this session grinding instead of continuing the story. And I think that's a good opportunity for me to spend the time talking rather than trying to get deeper into the story. Oh no, it's still crashing. What's up with that? I guess I have to do something better about this. It's maybe Persona 4 Golden is feeling a bit apprehensive of us because it's been like the lesser like son among all of my streams. I've started streaming MTG also. Right, there we go. Yeah, my hard drive feels so hot right now, so that's probably why. Okay, let's try again. Persona 4 Golden has been like my least like son in all of my streams. Like, I've been spending my time coming up with this podcast idea that I have with my friends. We've been mostly it's been me. We've been talking about it a lot, but mostly it's been me working on turning it into a reality. It's going to be a podcast with my friends, mostly over Discord. And yeah, you'll just have to wait about that to learn more about that because we don't have anything ready yet right now. Also, I've been playing Persona 4 Golden. I started playing Persona 4 Golden almost at the same time as I started streaming, and the schedule then was Saturday nights for Persona 4 Golden and then Sunday for Resident Evil 7. Yeah, I think that was my schedule back then, and then I finished Resident Evil 7, and up till now I still haven't finished Persona 4 Golden. So after finishing Resident Evil 7, we started playing Destroy All Humans, and I played that on Sundays, and it feels like I'm about to finish that game as well. And Persona 4 Golden really is a long game. At the very least, it will take me about probably 80 hours to complete if I was efficient with with the way I'm playing, but
One enemy! Fight! Fight! Fight!
based on our pace so far, it looks like we're gonna take a lot longer to finish Persona 4 Golden. Not that I'm on a rush, but I'm just saying that we haven't been really doing well in this game, and that's probably why the game is resenting us right now.
Go forward! So persistent!
Yikes! Reinforcements!
Also
We
been
were
trying
nearly
to read a
done.
lot of books. Well, not a lot of books. Actually, just one book. Been trying to read the book that I'm supposed to make a summary of, and that's what
Good work,
has been
Sensei.
eating my
That's
time
one so far.
a lot recently. I would spend the hours before going to bed
It's down.
reading that book,
Now run.
and it's it's interesting. It's about Donald Trump and the FBI investigations on the alleged Russian scandal, the involvement of the Russians in the elections, 2016 elections to be more exact. And it's an interesting book. It was released September 2, I think, if I'm not mistaken, and I was tasked by one of my clients to write to write a summary about that book.
All right.
And it's 161 pages long. I started reading it Monday, and I'm only halfway through it.
Leveled up!
When I was in high school, I had all the time in the world, and I think I could read books faster when I was in high school. But now, I have fallen out of the habit of reading books that reading a 161 page book. I thought I'm gonna be done with it in just like 3 days, but it's taking me a lot longer than I
I
expected
smell two enemies.
to
Beat
do
them
that.
up.
So yeah, I'm just halfway through it. I think I have 10 days to complete this summary. Although my client didn't really give me a hard deadline. I think it's
Sensei, you knocked it
still
down.
checking my pace. Still seeing how fast I could put out
You
work.
hit its weakness.
And it's very interesting for me because I really do love reading books. It's just that I've fallen out of the habit of reading books recently. You know, I sometimes post on this page the books that we get from Big Bad Wolf. You know, that big sale at World Trade Center, the very nice convention, which brings a lot of books that we don't usually see here in the Philippines. So I get a lot of books from there, but I rarely finish any of the books that I start reading from there. You know, the first time we went there 3 years ago, we had a couple of books that are still sealed up to now. We haven't opened them ever. So, you know, it comes with the nature of my work. It doesn't really, I wouldn't say it doesn't allow me to read, but reading isn't really part of the process. So, you know, if something you like doing isn't really part of what you do for work, sometimes it will make way for things that you do for your work. So yeah, back in high school I used to read a lot because, you know, reading and learning is
I
part of
smell
the job of
three
a
enemies.
student.
Don't get careless.
But you know, when you grow old and you start working,
That was cool, Yosuke.
reading and learning becomes somewhat of a, you know, it's great to keep on learning and to keep on reading books, but it's not really part of your job description. So that's why I've fallen out of the habit, and that's why I'm a bit thankful, well, not really thankful, I'm appreciative of the new work that I got from this new client, which forces me to read books and rewards me with money if I do well about
I
it.
smell.
So that's what's been going on lately. I've still been reading. I've still been playing games. Still been playing. Still been playing
Two enemies.
Dota 2
Charge through.
almost at a nightly basis with my stack. It's really something that's
Two enemies down.
been part of my daily routine.
It will
It's really fun to play video games with your friends, right? And yeah, that's something that I could get rid of
That should
because,
do
you
it.
know, the 1 or 2 hours of playing with your friends every
Have I
night,
gotten a
it's
little
like
stronger?
it does a really good job in keeping your mood up, you know, especially now that you can't see them as often as you did before. it lifts my mood. So it's something that I found to be necessary for me to function well. Even though by continuing playing every
There are
night
2 enemies.
means I get to sleep very late at night, it's fine with me. Because I found out that if I try not to play Dota 2 at night,
Should we show him who's good?
I become less productive because I'm itching to play. So feels like kind of like an addiction because I get a
Charge through 'em.
I get
Ooh, that went well.
I get a relapse whenever I don't play Dota 2. I don't get it either. It's not that I'm really good at it or anything. I just really enjoy playing video games with my friends. Could be any other game, I guess. If recently been starting playing Spellbreak, that new game, the battle royale game with magic elements. They've been playing that, but I haven't joined them yet. But you know, you get the point. Whatever the game is, as long as I'm playing with my friends, really calms me, boosts my productivity for the next few hours. So yeah, that's a really nice thing to do every night, and I've come to depend on it. So regardless of how many work I end up taking up, what is sacrifice is my sleep time, not exactly the time I spent playing video games. I'm pretty sure it's not healthy, but I still manage to sleep at least, I guess, 6 hours, 3 to 6 hours a night, and you know, it's not healthy, but that's what I need to do to get by these days. It's not like the rest of the work day is very exhausting, you know. Letting myself work for a longer time of the day and spend less time sleeping actually gives me the leeway to have a nice pace in working, you know. If I need a nap sometime in the day, I could manage to do that because I tend to manage my time well. You could call it proper time management, you know, and ending up sleeping just 6 hours a day. But I think it's worth it anyway. So yeah, I've been busy, but it wasn't really exhausting. I just couldn't find the time to play Persona 4 Golden. So yeah, that's why we're doing this session of just trying to grind our money and our experience. Because I don't want to get stuck again, you know. I want, past this point, I just want us to be able to enjoy the story, not facing any roadblocks like bosses and stuff like that. So yeah, I think grinding is necessary. I have to deal with it during my stream because I can't find any other time for it. So I hope you guys don't mind so much. On the bright side, I'm almost done with Destroy All Humans, but on the flip side, I'm having a hard time beating its final boss, and it's not something that I could finish by grinding. It's something that I really have to figure out how to beat. So if you were watching the stream last Sunday, you would see how much I'm struggling in beating the boss of what do you call the name of that organization? Majestic. I've had a hard time beating the boss of Majestic. I had to call it the night last Sunday, but we were able to beat the Robo Prez. Yeah, the giant death robot. We're able to beat that somehow. But yeah, I think after that director of Majestic, I think that's going to be the last stage or the last mission in Destroy All Humans. Then we could just proceed playing another game. Also last week I started streaming MTGA, but I haven't gotten around streaming it again. That's because I haven't really had the time to play MTGA also. You know, it's going to be cards are rotating out soon, and you know, it kind of it gives me the sense of urgency that I have to win as much games as I could with the deck that I have right now before some of the cards rotate out. But at the same time, it feels like since some of the cards are going to leave anyway, I should wait for the rotation to come in and then come up with a new deck before proceeding to rank up in MTJ. So yeah, I had that conundrum. But I haven't really been playing MTJ a lot lately. I haven't hit Diamond yet. But I think I'll start streaming again once I hit Diamond. And then I'm gonna have you guys see me climb up the ladder and try to get to Mythic this month. I'm not getting my hopes up though. I mean, there's a lot of better players out there. It's just something that I'd like to reach at least once. But yeah, given that there's going to be a rotation soon, I'm not really that confident about reaching what I want to reach this September. But I guess I'll still try. And I did the reason why I did the MTGA stream last week was because our usual time slot for Persona 4 Golden was blocked off for a podcast guesting. So if you haven't seen it yet, I was in guesting in a new podcast by one of my friends. Shout out to Ram Bernal and her co-host Raf. Forgot Raf's last name, but their page's name is Wine Nights, and they say that they're going to use that page to talk about anything under the sun. And I had the honor of being a guest in their first episode, which talked about passion. So they said they picked me because they feel like I had a lot of experience when it comes to pursuing my passions, given that I'm one of the founders of UP Gaming Guild in UP Diliman. And from what I've heard is the audience who watched that episode were appreciative of our insights, me and my other co-guests, which I think was only possible because of the great ability of Ram and Raf to ask meaningful questions and to reiterate points that they think is helpful for their viewers. And I really think it was an enriching experience for me and for the host and my co-guests and for the audience who watched it. So actually right now they're filming their second episode. They're live streaming it also in their page. So if you have the time, go watch them at the Wine Nights. I'm not really sure. I'm not entirely sure what their topic today is, but I would implore you to go watch it. Anyway, I'm going to watch it later after this. Not going to be live, but that doesn't matter. I'll still watch it anyway.
2 enemies down.
And the reason why I'm bringing that up is because the experience really left a positive impression on me, which makes me want to do my own podcasts as well. So I've been inviting some of my friends to do the same with me. I told them probably they could be guests to this new podcast that I'm creating, but I haven't really spent enough time to lay the foundation, so to speak, for that podcast channel. And I was also wondering if I should do it here on this channel or if I should make a new channel for that. So most likely we're going to talk about Magic the Gathering. If you haven't seen, last Wednesday I did a box opening of Mystery Booster Box and we had a really good haul. We didn't get the big bombs like Mana Crypt, but we got an Elish Norn instead, which is kind of like $15, I think. So I bought the box for $130 plus shipping.
It's our turn first.
And
there's 3 enemies.
if I'm ever able to sell all of its contents, we'd make $200. So we're gonna be net 70, which is nice. That doesn't usually happen when you open boxes of Magic the Gathering.
2 to go.
So,
We can do this.
and well, opening the box was also a fun experience. Especially I did it in our Discord channel at UP Gaming Guild, and I had my friends who play Magic the Gathering do some commentary on it, and it was a fun experience, although it wasn't really something that you should be doing on a regular basis. because of how unregulated, let's just say how unregulated the conversations were during that box opening. So if my page were monetized and that aired, that video would immediately be demonetized because of the content of our conversations. They weren't really appropriate, but they weren't also really offensive. It was just so-so, but you know, you can never be too safe in today's political landscape. Everyone gets offended with everything, and I understand why that's the case. But at the same time, it makes hard for content creators to just be themselves on streams. Because sometimes, even if things aren't supposed to be offensive, you know, they say you really can't control if people would be offended by your statements. But at the same time, some people are just too offended easily. Like, they don't really have control over their emotions. They just like getting offended by everything that they hear about. Which is a huge problem, I think. It makes dishonest people out of content creators most of the time. But at the same time, I do recognize that content creators have to be very prudent in what they say on these streams. So, yeah, but what I was saying is, it was a fun way to make content, but it's not the kind of format that we want to move with moving forward. Because we're going to have a lot of problems with a lot of people to continue doing it in that kind of format. So that's why I'm thinking of starting a podcast to make a more regulated format for our thoughts. Moderated by me, of course, because I have to make sure that none of my guests would go out of line. Basically, that's it. So, yeah, I've been trying to come up with a way to do that podcast sometime soon. And I think it's going to be a very fun experience for all of us. It's just that we have to lay the foundations for it, which I haven't done yet. You know, give me a short break, guys. I don't really have a lot of time right now to do all of the things that I want to do. I've been taking up a lot of work, and frankly, I've been taking up way too much work than I can handle. So I'm trying to sort things out first before trying everything else. Yeah, you know, I've been talking about this new content that I've been working on for the past month, but whenever it gets to the weekend and you know, I look at what I'm supposed to be doing for that week, and then I see I have other things I have to do which are more urgent. So there's a problem with creating new content that's not really beholden to anything. Like, you don't really have a deadline. It's hard to find the motivation to do them and finally, you know, put a lid to them, because you know, sometimes other things that are more important, or you deem that are more important or much more urgent, have to come first before you do the other things. So basically what I'm saying is I'm not doing it because there's really no pressure, no outside pressure for me to complete it. That's why it's been taking so long before I could take it out. I mean, until I could bring it out. You know, it's the script for that video that I've been planning to publish has been up for like 3 or 4 weeks now, and I still haven't done the video for that. No editing or whatever. I just have like a lot of B-rolls for it that I'm planning to use for its editing. But other than that, nothing else, which is kind of sad. But you know, since we're doing a lot of other more productive things, I shouldn't really be so sad about it. It's just that, you know, you really only have a lot of time, so much time in a day for you to do whatever you want. Which is unfortunate, you know, if you had more than just 24 hours a day, we probably could do more. You know, it would have been even better. Probably would even be better if you don't get tired at all, you don't need to sleep, or you don't need to eat or whatever. You know, it's going to make you very productive. But, you know, as humans, we have a lot of limitations on what we can do. So basically what I'm saying is I have a lot of things to do, and there's also a lot of things that I want to do that I can't do because I have those other prior commitments, which is unfortunate but also lucky for me. It's a thing that I'm privileged to do, having the time and resources to do so much. Yeah, I'm just rambling at this point, but you know, I hope you guys get my point. Oh, 30 hit. They really want that. But whenever it hits, it does 125 attack damage. But it rarely hits. So by the time I hit 3 times with Nanman Gisoku, I'd have dealt 225. And the Kintabi Gosoku would probably do 125 every 3 hits. So yeah, I guess we'll get the old shoes for Chie instead. Actually, where's the... there's the stairs. I'm not sure if Kanji's secret weapon can already be gotten, because in the main story, we still haven't talked to Kanji since he was rescued from the TV world, so I'm not entirely sure. Wait, sorry, someone's PMing me, and this person seems to have something important to tell me, so I'm gonna ask them. Had a quick what do you call this, alignment meeting yesterday. This was for the Matiramat and then we can yeah, so it was an important message from one of our partners asking me about one of our projects. I had to answer it, sorry for that.
There's only one enemy! Go for a first strike!
That didn't sound nice.
It's a weak opponent! One enemy! Fight! Fight! Fight!
Since we're playing Persona 4 Golden, I'm actually really excited for the new Shin Megami Tensei game that's coming out next year. Q1 2021 for the Nintendo Switch. I just sad that's coming out.
Took forever! Yeah,
he had a follow-up question, so I had to answer that. Sometimes work at esports really takes up your weekends also. I mean, I'm one of the lucky ones. I can still stream during Saturdays and Sundays. But some of my contemporaries, some of my co-workers at TNC have to work extra during weekends. I'm just not assigned that kind of work recently, but I think in coming weeks I'll have to do that also, so most probably my streams for Persona 4 Golden will be compromised again. Yeah. I'll let you guys know, but I do think that I have some tournaments coming up in the next few weeks that I'll have to work on Saturday nights, and so I might not be able to stream on those nights, but I'd probably have to move the schedule for Persona 4 Golden streams at an earlier time, but I'll be announcing that if ever that the situation arises. But right now we're just enjoying this game. I think next week I'll still be able to stream. Yeah, I have to check my schedule, but as far as I'm concerned, I can stream
Show them
tomorrow
your stuff.
and again next week Saturday. Everything should be fine. Okay, so we're kind of beating up these enemies already. Getting easier. Getting easier to beat them. So we shouldn't have a problem getting Kanji's special weapon at the top of this building. I just hope it's there though, and we have enough resources to beat it when we get on top, because I'm not sure if we'll be able to beat it in just one try. I mean, we got Yukiko's special fan, I think on the same day that we challenged it for the first time. We were able to beat it also on the same day. Oh wait, no, we're talking about the Contrarian King, right? Yeah, it took us a lot of time to beat the Contrarian King. But yeah, the one that we beat on our first try was Kanji's Shadow. So I'm hoping that the same goes well for
There are two
our
enemies. Hang in there.
foray here. Where when we challenge the boss on top of this building, we get to beat it in just one try. That's going to be really sweet. I had to beat that Arcana. Anyway guys, what do you think about my new setup? Do you like it? Or do you hate it that you see my mic? Should I put it elsewhere? But you know, finally I get to use this mic for streaming, because I've been streaming with my headset mic, and I'm not sure how much you like that as well. Could you tell the difference? Is there any difference? Should I just stick with my headphones? Or is this a better setup? So I'm also going to be reviewing the recording layer and see if the voice quality is better with this mic. But I'm planning to use this for all of my podcasts eventually. You know, I still have to buy a pop filter so that, you know, apart from making me look more legit, it's really necessary to, you know,
There are two enemies. Hang
eliminate
in there.
unnecessary noises. We don't have Magaru. We don't have anyone with a Magaru there. We have Titanium. So we're gonna use Titanium's skill. Magaru. Oh, Mabuti. Magaru. There we go.
Two enemies down.
Let's fight!
Also very excited. It's September 12th today. September 15, I'm starting new work
Time, GA.
with much, I wouldn't say much more exciting
This is it.
nature of work compared to my current work, but having a new work that is very different from what I currently do is making me feel excited. It's going to be creative. You know, in TNC my work has been mostly technical and administrative. I'm a project manager, so mostly I do decision making and planning and designs. But in this new job that I'm going to tackle, it's more creative. Like, I'll have direct control over what kind of content their page will be making, and I'll be able to direct how those kinds of contents will be made. So it's really exciting. It's new for me because I haven't done that. Well, at least I haven't done that in a long time. I think the last time I've done something like that was when I was president for UPGG, because I could direct whatever we want to post, whatever I wanted to post on the page. I could, you know, just dictate it, and as long as there are people who would do it, then it would be posted. So yeah, it's going to be really exciting for me. I'm not sure if I could disclose it yet here on my stream, but yeah, it's not like I'm going to be a public figure for that for that new work. But yeah, it's something exciting, and I'd probably share here the results of my work there if everything goes well, of course. But that also means I'm going to have less time to do other stuff that I want to do. I don't even know if I could continue writing summaries for books and write guides for mobile games moving forward. But I guess if I find people who would be willing to do those kinds of work for me, you know, of course I'll have to keep the quality high for everything that I need to submit to my clients. But editing would take less time than researching and writing articles from scratch, if you know what I mean. So since I'm writing, most of the things that I write anyway are ghostwritten. I don't think there's going to be any problems with my clients, and if you know, if I do what I do. You know, subcontracting, you know. Sometimes it's written in the contract if whether or not you may subcontract, but in this case, I don't really have a contract in many of them. So, you know, as long as me and my client have a, you know, common understanding on the bounds of our relationship,
Couldn't do it.
then I don't think I'll be in any trouble. You know, I've been contacting my friends who I know are really great writers, and been asking them if they'd be interested to take up some of my work. But I'll have to get a cut from whatever output they have, because I still have to make sure that their output is good, so I have to edit them. So yeah, there's that. Basically what I'm trying to do is, even though I'm hired as a writer by many of my clients, I'm going to try to become an editor instead and leave the writing work to other people.
I can't defeat it.
Oh, it
The enemy
escaped.
ran away!
Oh, this one doesn't escape already. Dealt so much damage on that one. Okay, that's good. Stay right there. It's a shame though,
Great, Sensei! Go for broke!
for that thing to escape. It's really a big shame.
Go! I'll finish you.
Alright, he missed.
Just one enemy left!
Okay. As long as it doesn't escape, I'm fine.
It's not going down.
Couldn't quite beat it.
I also have this writing and PR work that I do for a game developer publishing company that I've been doing since last month, and it's a nice change of pace from what I usually write, and it's a very lucrative deal. I have a good contract with that. Of course, I can't divulge anything about that contract, but you know, it's an exciting kind of work, and at the same time, it pays well. So yeah, there's that.
Amazing, Sensei! Alright, I leveled up!
So we're leveling up just fine. Up you go. What does this do? Increases user's critical rate. We could get rid of this Skullcracker, I guess. Yeah, let's get rid of that.
Have I gotten a little stronger?
You know, shout out for that one viewer who has been staying with me since the start. I really appreciate that. There's a high
Sensei,
chance
are
that
you
you're just
okay?
AFK
Your
in front
health's
of my
low.
stream. But if you're not, you could chat with me. You know, we could talk about a lot of things.
There
I
are
really
two
enjoy it
enemies.
when
Hang in there!
my audience reaches out and talk to me, because well, first of all, it keeps me
Sensei,
entertained as
mind your
well,
health, okay?
and I think that really adds to the stream, to the quality of the stream. You know, whenever you look at, if you watch someone
enemies,
talk
charge
for
through.
hours without regard of anyone else's opinions or ideas, you're just hearing the thoughts and opinions of one person. But if you have more than one person talking, you get insights on more than one person's mind. Well, that's basically it. But what I'm trying to say is, talk to me, and this stream is going to be more interesting. Well, if you can just stay there, that's also fine. If you just want to look and watch, it's also fine. Whatever you do, I really appreciate it. Oh, there's this manga that I started reading
Sensei, are you okay?
Okay, not just one manga. There were two mangas that I started reading the past 2 weeks. The first one, which I started reading 2 weeks ago, and I was able to finish in just 2 days, was what's the name of that manga? Nozoki Anna. So it's a very explicit manga. So if you're below 18, don't read it. And many people started reading it, for the waifus and for the explicit scenes. And honestly, I also started reading it because of that. Well, not really. I saw this video on YouTube.
Let's get through this.
Forgot who posted it, but the title literally was "This hentai will make you cry," and because of that premise, it got me interested, and I started reading the manga. It also had a live action series, but I can't find any complete version of it. But yeah, so since I can't complete the whole story with just the live action, I just read the manga. And it was a really, really fun roller coaster ride of emotions from start to finish. And it was a fun read. Didn't really leave anything profound to me, like the way Persona 4 Golden affected me. When I first played it, didn't have the same effect, but still it was a fun manga to read, and I recommend all of you adults out there who's watching me to try giving it a try. Try giving it
A rare monster.
a chance.
Beat the stuffing out of it.
If you get put off by all of the hentai scenes, I can't tell you to skip them because they're also very crucial for the plot. So yeah, just go read it and see for yourself what I'm talking about. It's a really nice manga.
Fight!
And now the second one that I'm recommending is Vinland Saga. This one I haven't finished yet because it's quite long. It has, I think, 166 chapters so far, and it's still ongoing. And I'm just finished the prologue, which means I'm at chapter 55 or 56 right now. And it's also a really fun manga to read. If you like gore and if you like history, you should read it because if you also like Vikings, you should read it because it talks about the main character is a Viking who is out for revenge for the death of his father.
That's one so far.
It's a really fun read, and I love it so much.
Let's do this. Persona! Damn, it's not going down.
And yeah, because I was reading that manga, partly the reason why I haven't finished reading the book that I'm supposed to summarize.
Finish it off! There!
But I think it's well worth it.
Yikes! Reinforcements!
So yeah,
We were nearly
the
done.
two mangas that I'm recommending in this session are Nozoki Anna and Vinland Saga. I apologize if I can't remember the names of the authors, but you could just search them and you'll find them easily. Both are pretty popular in their own
Yosuke
communities
pounded an
anyway.
enemy.
As for the book that I'm reading, that I'm supposed to summarize, it's Donald Trump versus the United States. It's by Michael Schmidt. It's about the Trump presidency, as I already mentioned earlier in this stream. It's an interesting book, gives you a lot of insight on how
I gotta keep up my training.
how the FBI was investigating Trump and his closest allies with regards to the Russian interference to the 2016 elections in the United States.
Level up.
As for the two games that I'm supposed to write guides for, they're Train Tycoon 2 and Chief... What's the name of the other game? It's Chief Almighty. Actually, I haven't really played any of them yet. I'm asking a friend of mine to play Train Tycoon 2, and well, don't really have time to play Chieftain as well, but I'll try. I'm trying to play it. I don't really think it's a great game, which makes it very hard for me to get invested in it and really get to know the workings, the inside workings of that game. But it's something that I just have to do, man. I've been assigned those two games, so I have to really do it. Yeah. On top of that,
Sensei, are you
I'm still
okay?
playing Final Fantasy War of Divisions on mobile. Also, Arc Knights. I've been playing Arc Knights, and every day I also do Duolingo. Trying to learn how to speak Mandarin. So there's that. That's what's happening in my life recently. I'm really just trying to find the. Really trying to find the.
Beat the stuffing out of it!
Oh no, we're all panicked. This bad.
Sensei, don't give up!
Trying to find the stairs going up to the next floor.
Someone finish it off!
I wanna try test my metal already on the. On the sub boss,
Sensei,
the optional
don't give
boss,
up!
in this on the top floor of this building.
Let's do this. That's some thick skin.
Yuki-chan seriously out to lunch!
I don't think we have any skills that cures
quite
panic,
beat it.
so this is getting a bit hairy.
Amazing, Sensei, keep it up!
Oh, come on. Well, I guess that's 20,000 yen down the drain.
One enemy! Fight! Fight! Fight!
That's some thick skin.
Yuki-chan seriously out to lunch!
Someone finish it off!
One enemy! Fight! Fight!
I
Fight!
can't
I
defeat
hope it doesn't
it!
escape. Don't try to
It
escape,
got
baby.
back
Oh
up!
no!
Hurry and beat it! Great
Escape.
work!
Oh, that's sad. We didn't get any XP or money from that encounter. It's super sad. Still got the item though.
Chie-chan, you're hurt! Get some help!
It's already on the 7th floor. The sub boss is at the 11th level. We should be able to reach it soon enough.
Chie-chan, you're hurt! Get some help!
I'm just feeling like my mic is too obtrusive. Should I put it? I'm still trying to figure out the optimal way to set up for my webcam and my mic, but I also ordered the arm for my webcam,
Chie-chan,
so
you're
I'm
hurt!
also waiting
Get
for
some
that.
help!
And I guess I'll have to test a new setup when that comes around, when it arrives. So we're going to have another session like this. Oh,
There are
wait,
3
this
enemies!
king? This is the first time I've seen this king.
3 enemies left!
Not a lot. Should be able to beat this fast, I guess. Oh, it's turned all of them afraid. That's nice.
Here goes. Persona. It's not going down.
Good move, Chie-chan!
Hope
That's
this guy
2!
doesn't try to escape. I didn't have the chance to. Oh, I have to change that. Oh, we're getting half the speed. That's sad.
Chie-chan, you're hurt!
Ah, this is going to be a tough foe. It's glowing red. Magi. I hate
I
fighting
smell
these
three.
guys.
It's a weak opponent.
No, they're one of the most dangerous opponents in Persona, and a lot of I imagine a lot of new players have a hard time fighting them. They're pretty soft, so it's easy to get careless fighting them because they're pretty soft. So a lot of players would most likely try to get them defeated as fast as they can. But the real problem is how much damage the Magi actually deal to your opponents. To you, rather. They do a lot of damage, which is why they're very dangerous. Yeah, we were able to beat them
Chie-chan,
easily
you're
anyway.
hurt. Get some help.
Okay, so we're now on the 8th floor. Just 2 more floors and we gotta fight that. Now, pro tip on this game: beat as many of these
A rare
bastards as you
monster.
can.
Beat the stuffing out of it.
They're like the best source of resources. It gives you a ton of XP and a ton of yen as well. So beat as many of these
3 enemies left.
hands as you can. Get your hands on these golden hands as much as possible.
I am
They're really worth it. No. Especially if you beat all 3 of them, that's going to net you a lot of XP and yen. I just hope that doesn't happen a lot.
Yosuke's
The problem with
completely
these
out of
guys,
it.
they escape a lot, which makes them very hard to beat. Stop doing that, guys. Oh, getting hit like that doesn't reset your status.
so persistent.
But even if you just beat one of them, it's already worth it.
Oh, Yuki-chan, that was lovely.
Usually it's already worth it, so just make sure to beat at least one of them. Don't be like me who let one of them
Sensei, you knocked it down.
one of them escape. Let all of them escape like I did
Great,
earlier.
Sensei. Go for broke.
Hey,
Sensei,
Chie keeps on
mind your
hitting
health, okay?
Yosuke.
I can't defeat
Please
it.
don't escape.
It got back up.
Aw.
Hurry and beat it.
No, 2 of them escape. That's too bad. But I'll take whatever I can take. Whatever I can get. XP up. That sounds good. Money up. Also sounds good. Archangel. Let's take that guy. Who should we remove? We should remove Lilith. Oh. I wonder what kind of
gotta
personas
step
we'll be
up
able to
too.
create later.
Alright, I leveled up.
We're gonna have a lot of
leveled up.
cool new options
Have I
because
gotten a
we're
little
now
stronger?
level 35. Okay, number 9. Just 2 more floors. We're not gonna bother with those guys anymore because they're frankly just small fry at this point. Just gonna look for the stairs and head right to them. There we go. Once we reach the 11th floor, we're gonna use a Go-Ho M. So that we can return to the entrance and heal up and fuse new personas. Have you guys been following the NBA season? Or rather the playoffs, because that's where we are right now. I haven't been really paying attention, but it seems like there's been a lot of Game 7s already. I used to be a big, well, not, I wouldn't call a super fan, but I used to follow NBA regularly, and my favorite team was the San Antonio Spurs. But now that they're on rebuilding mode, I haven't been watching a lot. Although I'm still rooting for my Texas boys, you know. But I think Houston just got eliminated. I'm not sure if Houston got eliminated, but I'm sure that they played the second round. And I was also rooting for my boys in I'm sorry, Mavericks, but they lost the first round against the Clippers. Although I'm also rooting for the Clippers because that's my team when I played my player in NBA 2K20. Shallow reason, I know, but you know, I kind of formed some bonds with those guys while playing with my player. Mothman, why would I want a Mothman? You know, we could just do it this way. It's a fusion forecast for the create a persona of Aeon Arcana. Aguilaw added. I don't think we can do that. So let's try to register all of our personas first, because a lot of them have leveled up. Fuse personas and then search. Let's see who we can make right now. Okay, so can make Anubis, but we're not high level enough, so we're gonna skip those. We're able to do Samael, but we're lacking one level. We can do Fortuna, but we don't have the Fortune Arcana unlocked yet, so we're going to try not to. We also don't have the Tower Arcana yet. And they don't seem that good either anyway, so not really on a rush here. Gorgon, Empress Arcana. We're at level 2 right now. Crazy Chain deals medium physical damage to all foes with a chance of rage. She has a strength of 20, agility of 24, and endurance of 25. In exchange of Barrett, Hypixie, and Ose. I'm not giving up Ose, boy. I'm not giving up Ose. So let's see if there's any combinations without Ose. Ooh, okay, this one. But I don't also want to give up Titanium Phoenix. Okay, looks like we're not going for Gorgon either. Not also Satanda. Yamato Orochi, we don't have the Moon Arcana yet. But still, it's acting for Ose. I don't feel comfortable with that. Also don't have the Lovers yet. Oh yeah, because it's going to be Rize later down the line, so we really don't have Lovers yet. But I think we have Justice, right? We can make Virtue using Ose, Phoenix, and Rakshasa. I'm not comfortable with that combination. Also not comfortable with that combination. Although we could just spend some money to remake Ose, I guess. But how nice is Virtue anyway? He has a Mahama, which could be useful. I'm sorry. I just have to lock my door. Because I feel like someone's going in a while. And I don't feel like getting disturbed right now. Mahama. You could actually get this guy. He has 29 magic, which is pretty decent. He has Mahama, who's weak against ice, but he's nullifying Zayo and Lion, which is good. We could have him get dodge ice, resist fire, counter. Actually, there's a lot of stuff here that we could get. Probably dodge ice, resist fire. Since He's a magician. We should get Otosuku Kaja and one more. Maragi, Mabufu, or Medea. Should probably get growth. Could be a good thing. So you could just continue getting XP while we're not using him. Because most likely he's not going to be our main guy. But at the same time, doesn't have anything aside from Garula and Mahama. So yeah, probably growth. Okay, let's make virtue. Let's make virtue happen. Now, aesthetically, my favorite arcana in Persona and the SMP series is Justice. Solely because I love angels. Even in Magic, I collect a lot of angels. Not because they're good or they're strong or whatever. Aesthetically speaking, I just really like angels. Burn Matador Virtue. No way I'm gonna give up Virtue just after I beat him. Pyrodrop, also one of the stronger mid-tier spellcasters in this game. High Pixie. Yes, 26 magic, which is higher than High Pixie. And we can have him learn a lot of these. We can have Resist Fire. Could pass on Resist Fire. Resist DZ. Medea. We don't need any of the magic stuff. And probably Maragi. Wait, sorry. Resist Fire? We don't need Resist Fire. Mazio, Maragi, Medea, and probably Sukukaja. Although Yosuke already has Sukukaja, we don't have Dekunda elsewhere. Let's just get Dekunda. Hee-ho! These guys are also the mascots of Atlas. The Jacks, the Pyro Jack, the Jack Frost, and King Jack. It's not King Jack, it's King Frost, I think. Yeah. Who else can we make? Takemitama, Power. Could make Power. It's also another angel. Yes, high strength. Can learn Zionga, Hama Tentarafuma Hama. Although it doesn't look like a good idea right now. I'm not really feeling excited with any of these. Okay, so that's probably it. And then let's just buy back our Ose, and let's buy back Ose. It's 16,000. It's a lot of money, but we're kind of rich. And get back by level. Only have registered 19% of the persona so far. That's odd. We could get back Titania, I guess. Oh wait, it's not Titania. We need Rakshasa. Phoenix. Yeah, we should get that Phoenix. And High Pixie. There, so that we have all of our grounds covered still. We can break this. Listen to Mary's request. Can't ask you to go outside with me when you're inside the TV. Margareth. See a Matador with the Mahama ability? I think I can do that. Let's see how to do that. Matador with a Mahama ability. Since we have high enough level for a Matador, I think I can do this. Matador with a Mahama. Goal, Kusith, and Principality. Goal, Kusith, and Principality. Do we have Kusith? Do we even have Go? I don't think we have Go. Kusith. Should I have enough room? I guess I'll just fuse some randomly. Archangel and Ipandatara for Shizzy. We don't have this yet, right? Yeah, let's just get this guy. Balzap, that's new. Alertness. Double fast. It's not like we're looking to make this anyway. So we're just clearing up space. Okay, so do we also have a principality? We have a gull. We have a principality. Okay. Margareth and Ipandatar can make an Andra. Make a Maragi. So we get a Kusith and a principality. That's what we get next. From our compendium. Kusith is level 10, I think. And Principality, I'm not sure what level he is. Principality. He's a Justice Arcana, so easier to find like this. Principality. That's odd. How do you make a principality? Making a principality. Fuse principality. Lilim and Omoikane should do the trick. So we're gonna get the Lilim and then Omoikane. Lilim. And then Omoikane. Ah, damn it. We're short on space. We have to fuse another one. Shizai and Andra maybe. Yeah, I think we haven't done Ikusa yet. So it's gonna be gonna help us in completing our compendium. Either way. This is a weird looking guy. I think it's from the Japanese mythologies. Okay, so we're gonna get Omoikane, which is at the bottom of this list. Omoikane. There we go. So we're gonna fuse Omoikane with Lilim. That's Oberon. Are you sure? Also needs an angel. Come on. Ikusa and probably who else could we get rid of? High Pixie. Make a Nozuchi. Yeah, I guess we could just make a High Pixie again later on. Really weird looking persona as well. It looks so weird. Okay, so we're still getting an angel. It's a compendium. The compendium, get an angel. Should be at the very bottom of this. I love angels art. Although I doubt angels actually look like that. You know, if they do exist. Angel, Omoikane, and Lilim. There's our principality. Stalin Muhammad, level 21. Oh, I have to level him up. We'll be able to get 2 levels for that. Get enough levels for level 21? I hope so. 1 more level? Yes, that's good. We won't have to level him up. Okay, then we'll have to fuse Principality with 2 others. Principality, Kusit, and Gold. There's the Matador. Mahama, Hama, Rakukaja. There we go. That should do it. And now you can show it to Elizabeth. And then let's just get High Pixie again. There we go. Let's listen to Margareth's request. Maybe I should re-enter the Velvet Room. Let's say first. Don't wanna waste a whole hour and a half worth of progress grinding.
Well,
Matador Nas Mahama. What a beautiful persona. Okay, that's good. We're reaching Empress level 3. Rank 3. What's your next request? If it's something we can do right now, then Gidon. I don't think we can do Gidon yet. Gidon with Rampage. At least level 31. I'm level 33. I'm 35, so we'll be able to do that. Matador, Ares, and Legion. I don't think we have Legion. Yeah, we don't have Legion. We don't have Ares, I think. We also don't have Ares. We only have Matador. Matador and Ipondatara. Okay, so we can get Ipondatara. It has to be level 21, but I think our Ipondatara is just level 17. Okay. It doesn't have the Rampage it needs yet. Good. We could take this guy along with the trip and level it up to 21. But it's gonna have to wait. Okay. So now what we're going to do is challenge. We're gonna see if there's already the sub-boss available in the bathhouse. Hopefully it is. So we can end on a high note, defeating a new enemy. 35? We should just stick with Oscar. Okay. Okay, apparently we can't do anything about it yet, so... Yeah, I guess we'll have to wait for until Kanji recovers before we could enter this and get his special weapon. So that's going to be it for tonight. I've already saved, so I won't even bother going back to the save point and saving again. That's totally unnecessary. We'll continue playing this game again next week, probably by advancing the story more. So we're gonna get out of this TV world and progress the story next time. So depends on my schedule next week. I'm going to let you know, but for sure I'm going to be streaming again on Saturday. Depends on the time, whether or not I'm free at night for streaming. I might be doing some tournaments, so I'll let you know if that's the case. But on Sunday, tomorrow, I'll be trying to finish and put an end to all humans and destroy all humans. I'm going to try to beat the director of Majestic. And if you want to see that happen, you'll have to come tomorrow and see me again. I was gonna say come early, but I'm pretty sure I won't be able to beat it quite easily. I'll probably struggle and spend a whole hour trying to figure out how to beat that woman. So yeah, that's going to be my streaming schedule for the next week. I'm probably going to try streaming MTGA also if I had the time and if I had the luxury of reaching Diamond before the cards rotate out, before the new set comes in. So yeah, I hope to see you guys again next week and tomorrow for Destroy All Humans and next week for Persona 4 Golden. And I'll see you again next time. Bye bye.